Oh, hello, my friends and keto family. So today we're joined with my adorable husband. Isn't he cute?
Hello.
He's so cute. He's eating his dinner. So he's having some. It's almost gone. He needs another piece.
Mm-hmm.
Some fathead pizza with all the toppings. Right? Likes all the toppings.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah. So I thought we'd jump on here. I told you in my last video that I had a little announcement, and you saw from the title of this one that Danny has decided to go keto with me. So do you want to talk about? You want to share why you decided to do it, or?
Well, I've been eating keto food for a long time, and for health reasons, I thought I'd try the ketogenic diet full on and see if it would help with my insulin levels and my memory. So.
Yeah. So he's been paleo. I've talked about that quite a few times actually. Um, he's been paleo since late March, early April ish, and just doing that, he lost a bunch of weight, which I don't love,
Amazing.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
but he went from 193 to 165 when he started
Yeah,
keto.
165, 168, pretty much. Yeah.
So, and that, again, I've never calorie restricted him.
Mm-hmm.
I've always told him, in fact, I tell him to eat all the time.
She makes lots of snacks and provides plenty of snacking opportunities.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'm trying to, push the food on him because
Mm-hmm.
I like, I like him to be happy and bigger.
Softer.
Softer,
Yeah.
yes. But anyway, so that's kind of the big announcement as far as that goes. So he started on January 1st, like probably a bunch of you may have as well, or actually probably not. Most of my subscribers are all people that have been doing keto for a while, but maybe you're not a subscriber and you're just dropping by, and maybe you started January 1st as well. So today is the 9th, right?
It's
Is
the
it the
ninth.
9th?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I worked very hard today, so I feel tired, but health wise, I feel good. The the food has been great, and I haven't had any sickness or those insulin levels are going lower, right?
Yep.
Every day, I think it drops about 2 points or so,
Yeah.
and
We had a pretty big drop the first day we kind of tested, right? From when, because your first day was 125, or that was when
mm-hmm.
before you started keto. That was a fasting glucose. After probably at least 12 hours, I think it was been about 14 hours because you'd had a fairly earlier dinner that night, and then you didn't. That was one of the weird nights you didn't snack. So pushing that glucose down has been kind of the
Mm-hmm.
big thing because even though he was eating healthy, he wasn't eating sugar, he wasn't eating maple syrup or honey or any of the things. Well, actually, I should take that back. He was eating maple syrup and honey, but not by the spoonfuls. Just in like his baked when I made his muffins and things like that, and not like every day, but yeah, that was kind of we wanted to try to see if we could get that blood sugar level down. So even eating already healthy diet,
Mm-hmm.
whole foods. He's been eating real whole foods since April. We don't. When he says I make snacks, I legitimately make snacks. We don't really, other than the Quest protein chips. That's probably the only thing I
Mm-hmm.
buy semi regularly. I buy them once a month. You get 8 in a box. So, and usually my daughter comes by and eats half of them. She really likes them, and she's keto. But yeah, so that's been going really good. You can eat. You don't have to.
I'm not gonna eat
Oh,
on film.
okay. All right. So I'm gonna turn it on me while he eats, then, so he doesn't feel awkward. Um, so a little update, you guys. I shared with you the whole like dairy free, nut free thing, and I think I talked about in that last video um, that I didn't really notice much of a difference. One thing that I did figure out though is that definitely MCT oil is not my friend, and very I'm 95% sure I have an intolerance to coconut, which is why I was having so many issues because I had added the MCT oil. I had started adding that in July, which is really when my weight stopped moving. I lost weight in August during the Vlogust, but that was like I just started taking my thyroid medication. It was a super busy month, and I was working out like a crazy person, honestly, because I was going to the pool every day, which I enjoyed. I loved that. So much fun. So it wasn't hard on my body type of working out, but it was fun, and it was definitely more cardio and whatnot than I get most of the year. The summer times are definitely I'm more active, probably like you guys as well. So, but after that, my weight just has stayed pretty much right around that 155 to 160 mark. And then when I started getting stressed with the kids going back to school, it really started staying at the 160 to 165 mark, which I really didn't like. But ever since I cut out coconut, it has been going down steadily. So that's been really good. I'm excited, and I also have noticed that I'm starting to have more energy again. So I do have a doctor's appointment to go in and check my hormones. So I'll update you guys on that, on if we can change my level of thyroxine. Danny's super excited about that. But yeah, that'll be good. But I am feeling like that's why I said I'm 95% sure, because I cut out the coconut for like just for a week, and I was starting to feel better. And it wasn't even 100% intentionally. It was just kind of, I had reintroduced the nuts and dairy, and naturally I'm just more drawn to eat those things anyway. And then I had made some coconut butter fat bombs for Danny, because he really likes them. And so the day after I made them, I had to taste them to make sure they were good. And the next day I gained 3 pounds. Like, it was just like that. And I felt kind of nauseous the rest of that afternoon. So obviously, yeah, that's kind of what that was. So, I'll probably do a more serious check, I guess, later, eventually, when I care a little bit more. But as long as things are kind of moving in the right direction, I'm pretty happy. The kids are back at school now. So Danny and I are just kind of getting back into our empty nester ways. Life is finally slowing down a little bit, which is kind of nice. But yeah, things are going really good. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. And the final announcement I had, it was I just made my 100 subscribers. So woo! So thank you, Keto Sisters, for subscribing to me. You guys were my 100th subscriber. So that's kind of exciting for me. As you guys know, I'm not here to become a YouTube star, obviously, because I wouldn't just pop on looking like this probably. Otherwise, I'm here to help. I really started this channel to help people and to answer questions, to show that it's real life and that it's possible as well, So maybe I haven't lost any more weight, but as I shared, my body composition is really good. That has changed. I've been very happy with that. I haven't gained any, a ton of weight, where if this was a fad diet, I would have lost all that weight and then just gained it back. And I haven't. So I've lost, if my lowest weight was 154 and my starting weight was 200 and, for keto, it was 237 pounds. And then the year before, I had lost and then gained. I'd lost 50 pounds and then gained like 25, 30 back on just, exercising and eating less. But so my highest weight was 265 pounds. So to sit here and, I'm not super worried about getting down to, my goal weight, which is, for me, the number in my head's like 145. And that's just so that 10-pound fluctuation that I talked about last time, the weight at my heaviest, I'll only be 155, because that's just more comfortable for me. So what are your guys' goals? I know a lot of you have kind of decided to do a reboot. And so I am going to talk about that probably in my next video, about, just making sure you're understanding that anytime you kind of try to restart or go back to the basics, all those kinds of terms that I see and hear other YouTubers talking about, just know that your bodies are going to react differently because your body's different now. My body that I have today is totally different than the body I had a year and a half ago, and in good ways. I've healed a lot of the issues. So your body wants to be healthy, and whether or not you've lost a bunch of weight or not, you're probably still much healthier, and your body's still working towards healing itself. And so you're not going to probably see as dramatic of shifts, number one. And number two, your body may need different things. I honestly eat more now than I did when I started keto. Um, and I need to. Like, for one thing, I have more muscle. But anyway, I'm starting to go down that path. I didn't want to make this video too long. I'll talk about that in the next time I do a live. So you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll keep you updated on how Danny's doing with keto. Bye, guys.